Hey everyone, I want to talk about something today that I think a lot of people feel, but every few people actually talk about, and that is the pain of outgrowing people. Because sometimes growth doesn't just change your life, it changes your relationship too. You know, I read something recently that really stayed with me. It said the hardest part of growth is accepting that some people can only meet the old version of you. And honestly, that explains so much. Sometimes we think people changed, but the truth is, we changed first. Our mind changed, our priorities changed. The thing we used to tolerate start disturbing our peace, and suddenly, conversation that once felt exciting started feeling exhausting. Place that once felt like home started feeling heavy. Even certain friendships began to feel forced. That the strange thing about growth. Nobody prepare you for loneliness. That comes with becoming a different person. Because when you start healing, you naturally stop entertaining things that once has easy access to you. For example, someone who is learning self-respect keep can't keep begging for bare minimum effort. Someone trying to protect their peace cannot stay around constantly negativity, and someone who is finally healing emotionally cannot continue shrinking themselves just to make others comfortable. But where's where's it gets difficult. A lot of people around you will not understand your growth, not because you're wrong, but because your new boundaries no longer benefit for old dynamic. And I think many of us confuse growth with becoming more successful, more attractive, or more confident. But real growth, real growth is emotional maturity. It's learning when to stay quiet, learning when to walk away, learning that protecting your energy isn't selfish. I used to think healing meant fixing everything around me, fixing relationships, fixing misunderstandings, trying harder, explaining myself more. But now I'm trying to, but now I'm starting to realize that healing also means accepting what cannot be fixed, accepting that someone's connections only existed for a chapter of your life, not the entire story, not the entire stories. And honestly, that's painful because nobody talks enough about the grief of outgrowing people you genuinely loved. Sometimes the distance isn't caused by hate. It caused by different mindsets, different values, different levels of emotional awareness. One person wants growth, the other wants effort. One person communicates, the other avoids accountability. One person heals, the other stays attached to the old patterns. And eventually, the connection struggles to survive. I think that's why so many people feel lonely during their self growth journey. Because involving changes your environment too. The conversation change, the habit change, the people change, and slowly you start becoming someone your old life no longer recognize. But maybe that's necessary. Maybe every new version of you requires the death of an old one. And maybe that's what 2026 should really be about. Not becoming perfect, not proving people wrong, not chasing validation online, but becoming emotionally strong, mentally calmer, more disciplined, more self aware, more honest with yourself about what truly deserves access to your energy. Because at the end of the day, growth is not always loud. Sometimes it looks like living quietly, choosing peace over attention, saying no without guilt, stopping unhealthy cycles, and finally understanding that protecting your mental health is more important than keeping everyone happy. So, if you have been feeling instantly lately from certain people, places, or even old version of yourself, maybe you are not losing yourself. Maybe you are finally becoming who you were supposed to be all along. Maybe growth was never meant to feel comfortable. Maybe it was meant to change you completely. Take care of your mind, protect your energy, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.